Cougar Sports Saturday.
It's complete. Another touchdown!
Cougar Sports Saturday. A presentation of KSL Sports.
Left wing for three. He got it again!
BYU Sports Talk by Cougar fans for Cougar fans. Here are your hosts, Mitch Harper and Matt Baiamonte. On Utah's legacy home of the Cougars. KSL News Radio, 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
Welcome back in. It's the halfway point of a March Madness edition of Cougar Sports Saturday. We're coming to you live from the Mile High City, within walking distance of Ball Arena. Hey, Tony Padilla making an appearance at the Arkansas St. John's game. Everyone's favorite official.
Oh, that's funny how it's like that name is just like a punchline. It's so funny that people know who a ref is. It's great.
I do think it's overblown. I think BYU fans should get over the Tony Padilla stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't think it's much of anything anymore, but hey, still fun to see our good favorite official, Tony Padilla, working the game out in Providence. Right now, we just have to do it. Even on a special March Madness edition, we have to do it. We have to bring you this beloved segment.
The Cougar Sports Saturday Top 5. Mitch and Matt clash in a weekly battle of BYU sports knowledge. Here's the Top 5.
And here we go. Top 5. We always
Batman reference.
Yes.
Nice.
In the words of John Rothstein, who then says, in the words of Heath Ledger, circa 2008, The Dark Knight, and here we go. You want to know how I got these scars? When I lose this dang game in the top 5, and our producer Nate Slack joins us here on this segment of the program. It's a game show style segment. Nate puts together a list. It could be opinion-based. It could be stat-based. It's a top 5 that Matt and I have to guess. We have no idea what the topic is going to be. So the floor is yours, Nate. How are you doing on this second round on Saturday in the NCAA Tournament?
I'm doing good. I'm really excited. I think tonight's going to be a fun game. I'm kind of with you guys. I think it's a good matchup. I'm not terribly worried about Wisconsin. It's not that they're a bad team, but I feel like the top tier of this sport is there's such a big gap between Wisconsin and a Houston or an Auburn. So I'm excited.
I think it just to follow up on that. I think BYU fans just want to see BYU play like BYU can play.
Yep.
Like, don't have a performance beneath your standard. Play to your standard, and it should take care of itself. BYU is a good team.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, it is hard to believe, though, that BYU has made we hate this graphic. We see it every year that BYU has made the NCAA Tournament the most. They've had the most NCAA Tournament appearances without a Final Four appearance. But it's hard to believe that only 12 BYU players have made 5 or more three-pointers in an NCAA tournament. So that's not a single NCAA tournament. That's just all time. So to tie for 9th place all time, Richie would need to make 4, Yegor 2, Trevin Nell 3. But there just haven't been a lot of players that sink a lot of three-pointers in the NCAA tournament. So today's top 5, you guys will have to name the 5 players who have made the most three-pointers for BYU in the NCAA tournament.
Okay.
Great.
So no years, just the player. We're going to be starting out with Mitch today.
Yeah, that's a big one. Jimmer Fredette, baby. Let's
wow,
go.
what a bold
Easy.
guess. 19 for Jimmer. He's number 1 on the list. There's a big gap between him and number 2, but Jimmer obviously number 1.
Yeah, James Taft Fredette. When I saw him in Denver, good vibe.
Did you see his bracket the other day?
He was modest. He had BYU only to the Sweet 16.
I know, but he was through the first 18 games, he was 18 of 18.
He's 31 of 33 today. So up to date, 31 of 33, he's predicted correctly.
We might have to track him down today and say, give us a bracket update, Jimmer. What's the secret, man? That's great
Seriously.
stuff.
All right,
Matt.
so it's me?
Yep.
Let's go back to my childhood. My call, represent.
My call, not on the top 9.
What?
How about another Mike? Let's go Mike Rose.
He is tied for 9th.
Okay.
How about second fiddle to Jimmer Fredette, but I mean that in the best way possible, Jackson Emery.
Nice. Jackson Emery tied number 2. He's got 13 3-pointers made.
You know what I love about this time of year is when you see all the clips and the highlights of yesteryear, and I forget how big his three-pointer was in the Florida win in Jimmer's junior year. They're down 4 at that point, less than a minute to go. Buries that deep triple off a pin-down screen. I have always forgotten that.
Yeah.
You remember the play where Jimmer's waving to the camera and stepping back, drilling threes, but Jackson doesn't make that three. None of that stuff happens, and they lose that game.
Good point.
Yeah. Back to Mitch.
Let's go with Noah Hartsock.
Yeah, good poll. Number 4 on the list. He's tied for 4th. 9 made 3-pointers, but I feel like Noah Hartsock is a guy who you kind of sleep on. He always had that mid-range jumper that was money, but he was also a good 3-point shooter too.
He was. I remember 2012 against Iona. He had a big corner 3. I want to say. I know that Noah hit some big shots in the NCAA tournament, and yes, underrated guy out of Bartlesville, Oklahoma. And I think his mission was in Salt Lake, but yeah, Hartsock was a really good player for BYU.
All right, Matt.
Let's go to the international waters. Jonathan Tavernari.
There you go.
Nice. He's the guy who's tied with Noah. So he's made 9, tied for 4th on the list. And Tavernari, another guy who's just automatic from 3.
Yeah, he was a great 3-point shooter, just a sniper. And, yeah, I mean, what else can you say, really?
Yeah, he was a really good player for BYU. He had the volume of games played in the NCAA tournament, too.
Did he go every year he played?
He did,
okay.
Which is not many players can say that. You know,
Right.
that's what's pretty cool about JT during his time at BYU. I'm going to go with, how about Lee Kumard? Okay.
Yeah, not top 9 either.
Can we
That
get
was
a-
surprising.
Can we get a recap of where we're at currently?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so
it's 2-2, right?
2-2. Again, this list is for the 5 players who have made the most 3-pointers in the NCAA tournament. Number 1 is Jimmer. Tied for 2nd place, Jackson Emery, Jonathan Tavernari, and Noah Hartsock tied for 4th.
All right.
And
I don't like this guess, but I'm going to say it anyways. A brief moment in the sun, but a moment I'll never forget. Mike Lloyd.
What's interesting about Nate's breakdown of that list there, he said tied for 2nd with Jackson Emery.
Yeah, this guy's made 13.
So 13 threes.
That's a lot of threes.
That's a lot of threes. How about, let's go Marty Haas.
13 threes is a lot of threes. Let's shout out to Greg Grubel. Let's go up north. Jimmy Balderson.
Jimmy getting worked in on these basketball lists. How about, 13 threes. Let's go with Robbie Reed.
Mark Bigelow.
Okay.
A lot of buzzers here. Wow.
I just feel like
13 threes.
I don't want to talk out my thoughts out loud because then it might spark a light bulb moment for Matt.
I doubt it.
Okay. How about Michael Smith? I no. Maybe yes. No.
No.
Nate Call.
He's number 6.
He's the assist guy. Nate calls the assist man.
Nate Call is number 6 on the list.
Oh, really?
Number 6.
Interesting.
He's made 7. So 7 3-pointers. He's
Oh,
ahead
wow.
of guys. You guys haven't mentioned that could appear on the list, but yeah, he was number 6.
Okay. I underestimated Nate Call's 3-point shooting. My apologies, Nate. Let's see here. I'm going to go with, gosh,
But you are on the right track with Nate Call.
Byron. I think his name was Schriffen. I don't even know if I'm getting that name right. He was in the early 90s. Anyway, go ahead.
Devin Durant.
Oh, that was before the 3 line, though.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'll throw it out here, but I think every game he played, it was behind it was no 3-point line. But I'll just say it just in case. Danny Ainge, buzzer. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the 3-point line was brought in until like '83, I think.
Yeah, good point. Geez. Let's go with Austin Ainge.
Okay, give us a hint,
Yeah,
Nate.
please.
This guy came before my time. So I was born in 1995. He came before 1995.
Okay. Any other hint?
You guys mentioned one of his teammates.
Okay.
Have we
we've-
mentioned this guy's name in a previous show?
Yeah, I think he's actually been on a top 5 segment before for 3-point makes.
Man.
Great.
How about what was his brother's name? I'm trying to think of Brian Santiago's brother's name. Ben Santiago? I buzzer me. Was it Santiago? No. Okay.
No, this
Brian
guy's-
played at Fresno State. Yeah. Anyway.
This guy was a guard.
Brian Santiago played at Fresno State.
Yeah. He had a huge game against BYU in the NIT. I think it was like 93 or something. 94.
Wow. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
At all.
He was a sharpshooter from not from Fresno, but played at Fresno. He's from Provo, but anyway.
Yeah, this guy's from Pasadena. He played for BYU for 2 years.
From Pasadena, 2
Oh.
years.
Oh.
I don't have it. Buzzer me. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, who is this? Because Pasadena is one of those hometowns that's just so cool. Like, ooh, he's from the Rose Bowl. He's from the city of the Rose Bowl. Like, that always stands out. Gosh, who is that?
More hints.
Yeah, give us another hint.
Yeah, I'm pulling up. Let's see. He made.
And if you say we're just not able to, if you just call it a tie, I guess, then call it a tie.
You're
We
good.
gotta-
I'll
let's
give
go,
one more.
Let's go for another minute.
He made 5 threes against LSU in 1992.
Okay, so that's 90.
That was
That's
92.
92 in Boise. Shaq had like 9 blocks
Yeah.
in that game on Gary Trost.
This guy was 5 of 13 from 3 that game. So he took 13
gosh.
threes.
I don't have it.
Who is this? I am just, gosh, I don't know why I'm thinking Brian Hamilton. That's wrong. No. Gosh. Oh, this is gonna bother me.
He
for
was a
years.
guard, your typical 6'4", 180.
6'4",
I'm thinking of that game. I could see the Boise State, like the blue and orange court. Like I'm picturing all of that right now. I've watched that game, and BYU had no names on the back of their jersey. It was the Brigham Young on the front. Oh my gosh, who was it? I don't know. I'm drawing a
out.
blank. I'm buzzer me. Who was this? I guess we got to call this a tie. I guess I don't know.
We haven't had
who
a
is it?
tie in years.
I think this is the first one I've been part of. You guys have done
Yeah.
it. So.
Who is it?
Nick Sanderson.
Oh gosh, Nick Sanderson.
Nick Sanderson. Yeah. 5 in one
Oh,
game.
my
So
gosh.
he had 8 other ones, but 5 came against that LSU team with
I can
Shaq.
picture his BYU Cougars profile picture now. Like, I knew this was gonna get me. But I heard Pasadena. I'm like, who is it? I don't know why I said Brian Hamilton.
Is he a JUCO guy?
I believe so. I think I'd have to double check that. It might have been like Pasadena CC. I could be wrong on that. I have to double check. But yeah,
Who's most?
It's a good one.
Who's the most positioned right now to get into that top 5? Is it Richie?
Yeah, well, let's see. Richie needs 4. Yegor would need 2. Trevin would need 3. So technically it's Yegor right now.
Ooh, interesting.
Wow, very
he's-
interesting.
Never would have thought that 48 hours ago.
No.
Good point.
not trying
didn't
to
shoot the
talk
ball
smack
well
on
from
Yegor,
3
but
this year.
yeah, just facts. Like he just struggled from shooting the 3. But Kevin Young has stayed consistent that he is a good shooter. Like that's been the common messaging. He can shoot the ball. He's just not showing up in the college level so far. But maybe there was a breakthrough against VCU, and maybe it can carry over tonight. Good list, Nate. You got us, man.
Stumped us.
You get the win this week.
I
right?
do get the win. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
taking it.
Yeah.
I am now losing. So Mitch has 32, Matt has 29, but I've got 1, so I'll take it.
You're like that BYU San Diego State 52-52 game. Like, but But unlike that game where BYU kind of technically won because they won the WAC title, we just come away losers, and you're the only one that wins.
Yeah, I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Good stuff, Nate. We appreciate that. Always fun on the top 5. We got to take a break, though. On the other side, we get some more BYU and Wisconsin talk with Dawson Baker next here on Cougar Sports Saturday.